Welcome to the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of April 25th, 2022. I'm Nicole Radix, and I'm here with Catherine Haleko.
Hello.
And Terry Morrow.
Hello, and welcome back to Nicole. Yay! Yay! After being missing for 2 1/5 weeks, she's back.
I'm here. I missed you guys.
We missed you.
It's good to be back. So thank you. Every week, we chat about the things that parents are talking about, complaining about, and obsessing about right now. This week, we're complaining about happiness. Oh, okay. And obsessing about spontaneity.
A darn happiness.
We also take a couple of breaks for an entertainment discussion and a recommendation roundup. Today, we are talking about whether we are crunchy or soggy. And that doesn't refer to our clothing or our
kind of human in New Jersey today. So
our cereal choice
or our cereal choice or anyway, I'm a fan of TikTok, as you know, and I enjoy watching all kinds of different things. And one TikTok came up on my feed a couple of weeks ago. And it's a mom talking about whether or not you are a crunchy mom or a soggy mom. So a crunchy mom would refer to those, those quote unquote crunchy granola moms, the ones that feed their kids alfalfa sprouts and who give their
Your mom was a pioneer, wasn't she, Nicole?
She really was. Why didn't I appreciate it? No, I'm just kidding. I was a kid. Why do I have to eat alfalfa sprouts? Come on. It's like torture. And, they're the ones that are, doing the vegetable garden and the organic and the cotton, 100% cotton and hand washing clothes.
Oh, goodness.
Cloth diapers for sure.
Cloth diapers. Bring those cloth diapers on. And I know a lot of moms are like that. I mean, I know a lot of moms in my world that have those traits versus
they don't stay in my world long.
Yes. And so the soggy mom, of course, would be, the one who puts her child in front of the TV, who'll, give her child food with questionable chemicals, just because you need them to sit still for a couple minutes.
Yes.
Allow them to wear clothing with, cartoon characters on it.
Commercialism at its finest, buy soda. Oh, yes, this is... Okay, I'm so guilty of this. Buy fruit for decoration. So I definitely lean more on the soggy mom side of things. I just can't embrace I just feel like it's so much work to be a crunchy mom. I have a very good friend. She seriously is so crunchy and always has been. When I met her, she bought a duck so that she could have duck eggs because she felt like the duck eggs were much higher in nutritional value. I don't know if they were or not, but she had this duck and she had to feed it and water it and look after it. And then she every fall she would harvest her garden and can things, and she repurposed stuff. She was constantly doing jobs to be able to live, to sustain her, to sustain their life. And
she's like a homesteader.
Yes, she literally was. She still is like that. She's got chickens. She's got last year she went 100%, or she tried to go 100%. When you don't have any waste. So, so she tried to do that for the past year. And I'm in awe of her because she's raised 2 boys and she's a single mom. But then and the other half of me is like enjoy your life.
Yeah.
Right.
We do have some modern conveniences and it's okay. It's called progress. It's called evolution. Anyway, that's my little thing. Obviously, yes, as I mentioned, I am more of a soggy mom.
As sort of anybody who has any question about where we stand on this has only just started listening to the podcast. Hello. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome.
We're so happy you're here. And if you're a crunchy mom, you might as well just stop the podcast now because we're done with you.
But I feel like, Catherine, you might have some crunchy mom in you. No? You've got a little bit.
I mean, maybe a little. Like, yeah.
The fruit is not for decoration. So
yeah, we do eat the fruits, and nowadays we buy soda because I love Diet Dr. Pepper, but we didn't, when my kids were little, we wouldn't have had soda around. I mean, but I wasn't to the point of like, you can't drink it at a restaurant. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So, and, we've tried our hand at vegetable gardening from here and there. That hasn't gone that well, but we do get our farm veggies, like our produce share,
boxes of eggplants and such.
Yes. Boxes of vegetables that show up. And yeah, so you're right. There are a few small things, I would say, that are crunchy about me, but definitely. And, like in the TikTok, she talks about, a soggy mom leaves the TV on 24/7. Like, no, we weren't quite there. Like, now come see now how my son spends his out of school hours. There's definitely a screen involved. But yeah, a few crunchy tendencies, but far from the cloth diapering, grow your own food, have your own chickens thing. Oh, I do go through a lot of eggs. It has occurred to me now and again that maybe a few backyard chickens.
Very helpful.
We eat so many eggs.
Wow.
So,
but are you judgy like crunchy moms? Do you look at the people around you who have their kids sucking on a juice box and wearing a polyester shirt and, throwing trash? Yeah.
I do. I can be slightly judgy about recycling.
It's nice being friends with you, Catherine. We may have come to a parting of the ways. Well, yeah.
See, Catherine,
I am so soggy. I am soaking into the counter.
Are you composting, Catherine?
No, because I have, no, I'm not composting. If my town would pick it up like they do in California, then I would do it. But since I don't have a garden, then
but
what would I do with the compost? I know, but what would I do with the compost pile?
Well, then you put it in your compost bin to be picked up.
But I don't have that. We don't do that here.
Oh.
Maybe it's like Sniff.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe it's like Sniff Spot, Catherine. You could like advertise that you have compost and people could come take it.
Right.
Or people plant things in your yard if they don't have a yard of their own.
Right.
Well, I did try my hand at crunchiness at one point. I did start with cloth diapers for my son. And that lasted a day. And I did have a vegetable garden, and that didn't last very long either. So I did try, I was trying that kind of look on when I was in my early 20s. And it just wasn't a good look for me. But I kind of, my mom was definitely progressive in that.
It's crunchy before her time.
Yes,
there was.
Yeah, my mom was not crunchy, nor am I. We appreciate conveniences and the expedient things in life.
Yeah,
bring them on.
Yeah,
you need that TV. I don't know that we ever had it 24/7, but if necessary.
Come on, there were some days, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I think my son slept at night, but he amused himself. So if not, it might have been, look, Barney videos. Yes. And we don't. I don't think I've limited anything for my kids. It's like if I find something they like, I'm running with it. I'm not caring about that stuff.
Yeah.
We do eat our fruit, however. Well, okay. We eat some of our fruit. My husband buys bags of the little oranges, and I always vow that I'm going to eat them. And then out of every bag, there's always 5 or 6 that just by the time you get to them, it's like time for a new bag.
Right.
Yeah, we do the same.
You get those gamey oranges there at the bottom of the fruit bowl, and like, sorry guys, we meant well.
Oh, it's
and they're not good for decoration either because they're all sort of black and mushy. But
the bananas just sit.
Oh, bananas we go through pretty good.
Oh no, we don't.
We also use a fair amount of eggs, but other things we
like. You would seriously be amazed at the size of my vegetable garden. When our very
I'm impressed that you have any vegetable garden at all of any size, because we don't do those things here.
But you're saying this not now, in the past.
No. When I first tried to be a crunchy mom.
Yeah.
Because we literally lived out in the country and in a rural area. And there weren't a lot of conveniences. So
not much to do. So you got time for that.
And there wasn't a lot to do. So we tried our hand at homesteading. That didn't go well. That's how actually I found out I was pregnant, was when I was out gardening and I stood up and I got so dizzy that I fell over. And the dizziness was like kind of the sign. Anyway,
interesting.
That's my garden story. My one and only garden story. I won't talk about the vegetables that come out of the ground. I'll just talk about how I got dizzy.
Well, I don't know. Would crunchy moms be cool with having a podcast because you're taking time away from churning butter and, collecting eggs from the hens and stuff like that?
They would be influencing other people to do it.
Yeah, they're, where you're using up electricity and using the internet and all of that. So would they listen to podcasts, or are they too busy? Electronic devices would not be crunchy. Are iPhones, is there a crunchy version of the iPhone? I don't know. Anyway, we figure that you listeners are probably tilting towards our side. And if not, if you have gardens and compost heaps and all that other good stuff, we don't want to hear about it. So we're just going to say that's it for today's round 1. Tune in tomorrow for our entertainment themed round 2. Maybe I'm speaking only for myself there. And later in the week to find out what we're complaining about, obsessing about, and recommending right now. We're always interested in what you have to say, so drop us a comment on our website, our Facebook page, or Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.